In this video, we're going to make an animation in Creo. You can make an animation in one of three ways. One, from a series of snapshots that you take. Two, from the exploded view of an assembly. And three, from a playback created in the mechanisms module, which is the one we're going to use in this video. So for this assembly I have here, you can see that this rotates and powers the slider over here. I've created a mechanism for this assembly. You can see I have a servo motor here, which is powering it. And you can see down here, I have my analysis. For my animation, I want this green circle to do a couple of rotations and I want it to last a little bit longer. So what I'm going to do is make a copy of this analysis. And I'm going to edit the properties. I will call this my animation tutorial. I will keep it as a kinematic analysis. I'm going to make it last for 60 seconds. I'm going to make the frame rate 25. And now I'm going to run this analysis and I'll speed it up a little bit so you don't have to watch the whole thing. Now I have my playback from that analysis that I just ran that I'm going to save. And I'm all set with this mechanisms tab. I don't need to save my analysis, but I can go back to applications and start my animation. I'm going to hit new animation and import. You can see that my animation was 60 seconds, so this video is going to be 60 seconds. But if I want to change that, I can go to time domain and I can make it longer. And you can see the animation is only taking up the first 60 seconds of the video. But I'm going to make it shorter so that this is a little easier to watch. Next, I want to talk about the views I'm going to have throughout my animation. I want to start at a front view, so I'm going to hit view at time and change that to front. And I'll have that start at 0 seconds and apply. And I want it to stay at my front view for the first 5 seconds. So I'm going to apply that as well. And then I want it to change to the default at 10 seconds. And then to the right at 15. At this point, I want to have a custom view. I want to show my mechanism from roughly this angle. So what I'm going to do is close out of this for a minute and go to view, or I can go to manage views and the orient tab here. I'm going to position it where I want it to be and hit new. And I'm going to call this my view. And you can see my view is listed with the other views that already exist. So I'm going to go back to animation, hit view at time. And now my view is listed right here. It'll bring me to that view that I wanted. And I'm going to have it there at 20 seconds. And then I want to end at my back view at 25 seconds. Now that my views are all set, I want to think about the transparency of my parts. So I want this red part to be transparent at certain points throughout the video. I'm going to use this transparent at time feature here. And I'm going to say that it is opaque at the beginning. And I want it to stay opaque until maybe 15 seconds in. For my third transparency, I want it to be completely clear by 20 seconds in. And stay that way for the rest of the video. And I'm going to play that back for you right now, and we can pay attention to my different views and my transparency here. Now that I'm happy with my video, I've clicked on playback up here and I'm going to hit play. I can stop it, and if I'm content, I'm going to hit save up here. I want to make sure my file has an appropriate name, is in the format that I want, and we want to think about resolution for a second. So for videos, we obviously want to have a high resolution, but we want to pay attention to the length of our video and how much space it's going to take up. So typically you want a higher resolution, but I'm just going to leave it at the default for now and hit OK. And the results have been saved to my working directory right here.